Shalom, shalom, and welcome to the Nexus, our weekly Thursday night gathering here. We discuss all things Torah, biblical, extra biblical, and take any questions, comments, compliments, complaints from you, my favorite viewer. There's a link right over here. If you're watching on YouTube and Rumble, there's a link right there to join us. All you need is a microphone. You don't necessarily need a webcam or a webcam on. For that matter, we'd love to have you come in. We do this every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central. We gather and talk about the Parsha and everything going on in the world, and just kind of hang out. We're a non-Jewish Jewy bunch here. Rosalie
That's right.
Jordan.
Hi.
She and I are both what you call B'nai Noah, Gerim.
Gerim. Yes.
Noahide types, if you will. We got all kinds of names. Proper would be Ger.
Correct.
So if you want to, if you have a question, if there's a challenge. We'd love to take him. So we get, of course, on the comments, or you can come on in here and by hitting that link. Rosalie, how you doing this week? How's your Thursday?
I'm okay so far. So far, so good.
Crazy stuff going on in the news.
I know it. Hey,
you want to get right to the memes? I kind of want to get right to them.
My expertise is earthquakes and all that. Had a 7.1 over at the southern end of Japan this morning, and then They cranked it down to a 4.6, I think, but they were calling it a 5.1 in California, in Southern California.
Wow.
I can't remember the name of the gosh darn place, but yeah, and I haven't been back. Oh, yep, there's the big one. They're still showing that. Hayuganada, see Japan earthquake, and let's see.
Gosh.
If I can bring up the California ones.
Well, I hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, there's I don't know about the one, but yeah, but the California ones, they're in Maricopa County, and they're close to they're between 5 Copus Road and Old River Road. That's where they're on. There's about 8 or 9 of them, all within. Yeah, the biggest one was 4.4, 22 kilometers northwest of Grapevine, and then we've got the 3s, and then they went down to 2 9s and 2 6. Nothing else is showing, so that must be done. So it's not too far from Bakersfield. Bakersfield would be north of it.
Earthquakes are no fun. Nothing you can do about them.
And the sad thing is, today I'm reading all this and getting really hyped up on all this and they are working on the road, on the parking lot. They are repaving it and everything. And they've got those big, rumbler machines. And it's like they're rumbling and it's like the whole floor and the whole building is shaking. Like there's a 2.0. Outside, it's like, oh, I wish it'd knock us off. It's making me nuts.
All right. You ready for the memes of the week?
Yes, I am.
I'm putting this one up here just because it's already all over the media in a lot of places. So here you go.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that. Cool.
You haven't? Tampon Tim. For those of you who don't know, that might make a lot of people. This dude right here is the vice presidential pick from Kamala Harris, and he's responsible for, by executive order, as the governor of Minnesota, put tampon machines in all the schools' boy restrooms.
All the boy, yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, moving right along. This one here is more just really for fun because I saw that about fell out of my chair. I don't know how.
Mine was for free.
This is the same guy. This is our Tim. He claims he retired command sergeant. He didn't. He was knocked down 3 ranks, not 1.
No, he got out before they sent him all to Iraq.
Yep. And then claimed that he fought over there.
Yep, he did not.
Yeah.
I sent you that story. Did you read it?
I don't think so. Not yet. And finally, the meme of the week today, Christianity. Because you're so awful, you made God kill himself.
That's right.
So welcome. There's the memes of the week. Okay, we gotten that done now. Yeah, this guy's a lockdown freak.
I don't know the phrase of the week. I'm still This one's winning as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of sort of winning the internet so far. Trading Brandon for Harris is like crapping your pants and changing your shirt.
Ain't it the truth?
I love it.
Ain't it the truth?
I love it. That one's like almost winning the internet so far.
Well, it's a good week. You're like we were saying before the broadcast. It's a good week for memes.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a meme, there's plenty of them out there for you right now.
I've been sending them to you.
So we are entering into Devarim, aka Deuteronomy, and this is the first Mishnah. Mishnah means a repeat or retelling. Moses wrote the first four books of the Bible. The fifth was
the Torah.
I'm sorry?
The Torah. Not the Bible.
Of Torah, right? Well, yeah. And the fifth book is Devarim, Deuteronomy, is actually a Mishnah. It's there's no explicit author. However, there was an active prophet with Joshua. There were scribes. This is basically the final speech Moses gives as the Israelites are crossing the Jordan.
Right.
So it goes over everything. It's like a recap. It's all civic law too. All the law you find in Deuteronomy is civic. But there's one thing I wanted to get to, and we might be going back to Genesis for this. And let me get the right. I think this is in day 4 for the reading of the Torah portion.
Hey, there's a 2.9 outside of Orlando, Oklahoma. Earthquake just hit.
In Oklahoma?
Orlando, 6 kilometers southeast of Orlando.
Here we go. Okay. Chapter 2 in Deuteronomy. We get a lot of different what are called Rephaim. Giants. There are a lot of giants. Let me hang on a minute here. Do not distress the Moabites. They're moving around. They're moving from time to time. There's some people that say don't antagonize them, don't distress, and then other people he's like, they're yours, wipe them out. Also, they don't touch certain areas because they're given as an inheritance. For instance, Esau gets some land out there, but first word, write this one down. Emim, E-M-I-M, dwelt there formerly a great and numerous people and tall in stature as the Anakim. Another bunch. Hang on a second.
Where are you at?
Chapter 2, verse 10.
Thank you.
Let's see. They are also considered Rephaim as the Anakim. But the Moabites call them Emim or Emim. Okay. Let's see. The children of Esau drove the people of Seir out. We go down here to a few more verses down. Approach the children of Ammon. Hang on just a moment. Now here we go. We're looking at do not distress the Ammon. It's an the land of the children of Ammon is an inheritance because I give it to the lot as an inheritance. It too is considered a land of Rephaim. Rephaim dwelt therein formerly, and the Ammonites called them Zamzumim. Zamzumim. Say that 3 times fast. A great, numerous, and tall people as the Anakim, but the Lord exterminated them before them and drove them out and dwelt there instead. Or dwelt in their stead, excuse me. We get mention of Og, not Gog. Og, the one of the last of the Rephaim. There's
he was the king.
Yeah, he was king. Trying to find him here. It might be on the wrong day. So we get a lot of references to giants, or these people. And get him the 6th day, because I think that's when we get Og. If we want to get an idea of what this guy was,
Og was supposedly, he held onto the ark during the floods, and Noah kept him alive.
We conquered the cities, all the territories and kingdom of Og and Bashan. It describes the size of him. Hang on, the cities. And I said, okay. For only Og, King Bashan, was left from the remnant of the Rephaim. His bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not in Rabbah and the children of Ammon? 9 cubits was its length, and 4 cubits its breadth, according to the cubit of a man. Rashi, I believe, is the one who also said that when you look at a cubit, this was Og's cubit. So a cubit is from your elbow to the tip of your middle finger. And basically, he was huge. He was a big guy.
Yeah. I thought it was like 17 or 19 inches. Something like that.
The last of the Rephaim. And there's also mention that a lot of these people that were driven out are who helped or who were fighting King David. Goliath would have been an offspring of one of these.
Yes.
So let me look this up real quick here. When I said clinging to the ark was one theory, but hold on just a moment here. Is it Jeremiah? No, I want to say it was Isaiah, that the rains never fell on the land of Israel on the day of indignance, and they say that's the flood. Mm-hmm. So it would certainly explain, because and that's where they said a lot of the Nephilim took refuge during the flood, was in the place that no rain fell.
Right.
So that was, Genesis chapter 6. And then we have the Israelites who've been in the desert, or in the wilderness, I should say, all these different races, these different people of giants in the land of Israel. And we don't really hear of too many races of giants elsewhere, not quite like this, and certainly not biblically. The first time they saw him, that most say that they took it. Anybody who was faithful said, we can take the land. It's ours. God's with us. We can do it. And the very sight of these people put fear. In fact, Nephilim, which was the race that was there prior to the flood, or they called them prior to the flood, they were called. Their name means to fall and to cause others to fall. The Rephaim here, and I was on Chabad, by the way. That link, it's in the description. I also put it. I think we put it in the side chat. Did we get that in the side chat, Rosalie, or is that just a private chat?
For the parsha, I put it in our side chat.
All right. Now, Rashi here. Okay.
Yeah, chapter 3 of Deuteronomy tells about what happens to Og.
Yeah, he dies. Moses gets him.
It says, then we turned and went up to the way of Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came forth towards us, and he and all his people to war at Edrei. And the Lord said to me, do not fear him, for I have given him, all his people, and his land into your hand. And you shall do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon. So the Lord our God delivered into our hands also Og, the king of Bashan, and all his people, and we smote him until no remnant of him remained. When we conquered all his cities at that time, there was not a town that we did not take from them. 60 cities, all the territory of Argob and the kingdom of Og in Bashan. And these cities were all fortified with high walls, double doors, and bolts, in addition to a great many unwalled cities. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did to Sihon, king of Heshbon. utterly destroying every city, the men, the women, and the young children. But all the beasts and the spoils of the cities we took as spoils for ourselves. So that tells you a little bit. I mean, utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
Utterly.
They said the words they use here were exterminated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emim, let's see. They're considered Rephaim. These Emim were considered Rephaim just as the Anakim were also called Rephaim because, and this is what their name means, whoever beheld them, his hands became weak. And that's kind of what, it was the thought of those people that caused fear and just enough people to scare the entire nation into 40 years of wandering. And now they're ready to take it. And they did take it. And it was Moses who killed the giant at 80 some odd years old. So that man is some good stuff. That's all I'm going to say. That's some healthy stuff right there. If you can be 80 some odd years old and fight a giant. So just something interesting in the Parsha today. You're getting a lot of retelling of where they've been, the things they've gone through, but to have so much of so much of one Parsha mentions so many different names and tribes of giants. I think now maybe Israel's ready to take on some giants.
Yep. They're working on it.
Yep. They're taking them out. Oh, there's another meme. Oh, let me see if I can pull it up. It's not really a meme. It's just really good. I'll read this to you here. And just remember this and take it how you want. Enemies of Israel, beware. A people who will wait 40 years in a desert, 6 hours to eat pizza after steak, and 26 hours to drink water on the Day of Atonement have no problem playing the long game.
That's right. Go, Gav.
So,
right.
Yeah.
That was sent to us by Rabbi Gabriel.
It was? Was that Gav's?
Yes, it was.
I just kind of harvest. I never really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Gav. That's totally Gav.
Because I had to copy and paste it to send it.
Oh, I forgot one. I forgot a meme here. Hang on a second. Here we go. Right here, because the Olympics, when the world comes together to have a good contest, and it's all in good fun. I don't know if anybody saw the opening ceremony of the Olympics. It's pretty gross. Pretty darn gross.
Yeah.
There's a meme I forgot for the week. So anyway, there you go. We're going to go ahead and get off of here and get on over to the Rumble, the free speech platform. Apparently, they've recently, the Supreme Court ruled that Google is, in fact, a monopoly.
Yes, they did.
So X and Rumble are suing them. Turns out they've got a lot of help from the World Trade Federation and the people basically who handle 90% of all advertisement on the internet.
Yep.
And they're trying to pull people like Steven Crowder off of the web, and they're going to war. Because
look what they did to Trump.
Huh?
Look what they did to Trump.
Oh yeah, just wiped him up in a day. Election interference.
Yes.
But you didn't know that, Governor. Okay, well, we'll just get off this because we're going to go ahead and talk freely over on. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We've got about 10 years worth of these bad boys. Most of them. We got a few missing parts, but over at on the YouTube, you can go look at some of our live stuff and videos from years ago, and that's where they're at. So we're going to get off of here, and Carla's here. And Carla, you're just in time.
Hi, Carla.
We'll see you on the other side, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Head on over to Rumble. That's where we'll